Hello everyone, how is everyone today? Hope everyone's going well. Hello Aldonia, welcome in. Welcome Renata, welcome Nania. Rupali says, will my uncle be successful in finding Babita's new address within this week? There seems to be some kind of planning, but you should also let go of some fear based around here. But if you just plan some things through, I think that would be fine. I speak my truth. How does JP feel about my message to him? He left me on red. I spoke my truth to him. There's kind of like this person hasn't let go of you. So this person hasn't let go of the past. So even though you want this person to kind of probably progress on or move on with some things, they're still stuck in that. But it kind of gave them mental relief. So I definitely feel like they're still stuck, but the mental kind of pain is not there anymore. Fatin says, hello, may I know what Niza thinks for me, and are we meant for each other? Thanks. You're very welcome. I speak my truth. So Nasia might find you a little bit slightly annoying, or maybe a little bit kind of attention seeking right now. I don't know whether you'll get together at all because the judgment in reverse card means that there's unfair judgment. So this person might judge you quite harshly. That's what I would say, Fatima, from that. Richie says Adasha's hidden feelings for me. So honestly, you reside in this person's imagination a lot. So they imagine a lot about you. They also are getting out more out of their headspace. So they're kind of knowing how much you mean to them. So this is pretty good in general. I would definitely say there's a lot more amazingness about this person. This person really wants you close. Sorry, Fatin. I'm sorry for calling you the wrong name. Butterfly says, when will me and AK have permanent reconciliation? Hello, Quills and Quotes. I would definitely say soon. This person feels slightly distracted lately, but I would definitely say that it's in this month. Well, next month, because there's not that much time for this month, but I would say within this month. Like next month, but you know what I mean. KH says, what is my mum thinking about Saddam's marriage proposal? Will she talk about it? Says KH. I feel like this person, your mom, is procrastinating on this marriage proposal. She does find the person that you chose kind of slightly foolish or not ready for marriage yet. But it seems like she's holding on because she wants you to marry someone else. Because this is a reconciliation card. So someone from your past is returning to your life. So I feel like your mom's trying to put this off as much as she can. Tita says, does O have feelings for me? I think at the moment, no. Their mind is pretty much in a lot of other places, but not with you right now. And this might take them time because the romantic angel card for today for you is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So I definitely don't think it's there yet, but I would say that as you get to know each other, it could happen. I would definitely say that's that. Old Soul says Virgo's current feelings and thoughts towards me. I do see it as Donia, but everybody else has got lots of questions, so I'm just picking someone from random. So we have this question here. So this person's heart is full, even though they're emotionally available to you, they might have their heart full with a lot of other people as well. So do realize if they can't give you enough time or attention, or there's something that you were asking specifically, like, oh, maybe they have someone else that they're caring or looking after right now. I would definitely say yes with that Ace of Cups reversed. Um. Oh, thank you. You're very welcome, Nadia. Quilted Coats is a Libra, the love with me. I don't feel so from this Quilts and Quotes because there's the Heartbreak card and the Queen of Wands in reverse is you, I feel. This means that this person's directed, you're directing energy towards this person, and there's nothing about them here. Keep an open mind, says the Romantic Angel Tarot, so I would definitely say that's the case for you. Your soulmate may differ from your usual types and expectations, so I would definitely say it's keep on looking. Renee says, does Lizzie have romantic feelings for me? Excitement. There might be a little bit of frustration. She might be putting you on a back burner. There could be also childish behavior from this person. Your love life is being affected by children. This might not be a physical child. It could be childish behavior, but I definitely feel like excitement. So I feel like this person likes you, even though they're not really telling you, and they're kind of shunning you as well. So I would definitely think that they're playing games with you in some ways. That doesn't mean that is a bad thing. Kiss says, I'm glad that you finally found your your jeans, Nadia. You're very. Where were they? Where were they? Because I thought that they were in a car. So, Kiss says, does Kima want a relationship with me? He's a Taurus. I, I'm a Taurus and he's a Cancer. I think you're focusing a lot more on this than he is at the moment, and he's also not really sated or getting very full. The Romance Angel Tarot says get to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So maybe from the outside, you're not particularly what he wants, but don't give up hope. Old Soil says, does he miss me? I definitely feel like he misses you, yes, from that. You're very welcome, Kiss. I've been called the magic lady before, so that's true. Um, so Dream stays, will my XF get divorced? I don't feel like this person will get divorced. Because they just go through their life. But let's check on the Moonology. I don't think from these Moonology cards that they will get divorced at all. Because it says bring love into this situation, be bold and make the first move. So I don't see any kind of divorce for these guys at all. Renata says, what does Jonathan feel for me? There's definitely love here, but it's also like, kind of like this person lashes out quite a lot. It's because they're through a level of stress, so they're feeling quite a lot of unfair kind of, they're kind of negative self-talking in their head. They're quite stressed, so if they do take it out on you, I know that's not okay, but they are going through a lot and they might not feel very happy doing that, but do realize that they still love you and still care for you. Butterfly says, is he busy currently? Cast his thoughts for you. Um, I would definitely say he is busy because of the Ace of Swords in reverse. And in this deck, it means that the sky's kind of falling, or he feels like the sky is falling down on his head, even though it's illusionary. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse, his thoughts is like he doesn't have to worry about you. You're the only part of his life that he doesn't have to worry about and work hard about. He can let you be at the moment, and he doesn't have to worry about that. That's kind of less stress on him. But at the moment, I definitely feel with this that there's kind of a lot of stress for him. So I would definitely say working hard. I feel like just live stuff, like paying bills and stuff like that. CG says, does Sachin love me? I definitely feel so with this. Like it's hard with this. I definitely feel like the first stages of love. So this might be too early to be called love. Like maybe love at first sight, or that longing for someone. The Magician upright means that this person's imagining like spending time with you. The Star is like growing a relationship with you, so you are very much on their mind quite a lot. I would definitely say that they might go to sleep and dream about you. Hello, scientists. Welcome. Rapali says, will Saurav be successful in finding Babita's new address within this week? There will be some kind of knowing where Babita's address will be, but it might not be this week. It might be a couple of weeks because the strength is not behind it, but the conviction's there. You're very welcome, CG. Kitty says, why is the Scorpio significant for me? Because I think this first time in a long time that you've actually had to be more, you have to struggle a lot more with this relationship. The Hierophant and upright, you actually know that this person's a white. It's like you're very knowledgeable with this person, and they also get you out of your head, so you're not so much in your headspace around them. So I feel like they're kind of trying to teach you a lot about just persevering and not being so much mentally stressed and mentally stuck. So I would feel like that's why that person's significant for you. Okay, so Alexandra says, does Agna Scorpio is my soulmate and have a connection with him? I'm with the right connection. So, okay, is this person your soulmate? I don't think so from this card. Um, but I would definitely say you have a connection with him. You are getting offered this connection. Let me pull this for this because it's interesting. Ace of Swords. This might be a twin flame connection more than a soulmate connection. Because this is interesting because there's a lot to learn with this relationship. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So it might be something that you have to learn from. Medea says, what's coming towards me in love? So there's a lot of things coming in for you. I think that you're really persistent. So there might be some offers or someone that you really like coming in for you. The other thing is two of wands in reverse means that you're not taking a journey that you could take. There's kind of crossroads and you're very stuck at the crossroads. And I think that means that you've got to decide where your love is going to take you in the future. What do you want this person to be like? But I think that you're on the right path, and I think that love is coming in for you very soon because you really want it and you're actually working very hard on it. The romance angel tarot for you today is free yourself. It's time to take back control in your life. So if you're one of those people that doesn't take plan anything because your partner tends to dictate, you need to step up and you need to take your control over your life. B1 says, will I get the position I want after the interview? I think the hangman in reverse, you're scared about wherever you're going to drop in after this interview. And I think you should just let go of the scaredness. The moon in reverse means that you seem to be above most of the candidates, so I definitely feel like you did stand out in your interview. Yeah, the Moonology is saying exactly the same as I work through your fears. So what is holding you back from believing that you're the best fit for this? And stop kind of letting your fear run wild, you know? Divinely Blessed Tarot says, question one, what is my ace lover AC currently thinking on me? Well, it seems very positive. This person's getting out of their headspace. They're putting a lot of time and energy into you, but the rest of their lives. So I feel like this is a very positive kind of turnaround for them. They've gone through quite a lot in the last 6 months, I would feel. And they're just getting their spark back. So it says new love, but I would say from here, it's just that they've got a new lease on life from like what I'm reading from these two cards. So they're getting back that kind of mojo, and they're really happy about that. So they're thinking the same about you as well. Queen says, what does KMT find attractive about me? How was my day? Oh, my day was good. I didn't really get up to much. It's one of my days off usually. So I've just kind of taken a step back and listened to plenty of podcasts. So that was good. So what does KMT find attractive about you? The sun in the upright means that you're very much a happy and joyous person, and you share that with the world. Like, you're just a radiant being, and you tend to try to make people around you very happy. The Wheel of Fortune, you tend to not be so spontaneous. You tend to plan everything. And that's one thing that he finds attractive about you. So it seems like a very weird thing to say, okay, like he likes you planning, but maybe this person tends to be not a planning person. So that's what I would normally say to that. So Peaches says it's Repta having another option apart from Biswit in her life. I don't think so. I think from this, I don't see that. Whom she will choose. Um, I don't think that there's anybody else here because King of Wands seems so very dominant. So this person, Abiswad, seems to be very stuck energy-wise on her, even though it's causing a lot of friction and causing a lot of arguments. Wands, guys, should always not be stuck on one person. These are usually fire signs. If you know Leos and stuff like that, they need to be around a large amount of people for them to be in kind of harmony, in balance. The cards for this person that you really love, I would think, is you deserve love, you are lovable. So maybe there is kind of a little bit of a bullying aspect to the relationship. Andy says, first question, will I get Wi-Fi connected tomorrow? Oh, are you looking at this from your phone? I think let go of your fear. The cards are saying let go of your fear. There might be a couple of people that need to be connected tomorrow, but you seem to be first on the list for connections. Your dreams need a practical plan and step out your comfort zone. So if they don't kind of call you tomorrow, make sure you call them. But I feel like this, you need to stop being so scared. I think Wi-Fi will be connected tomorrow, even if you don't think it will be. Anita says, Tara YouTube says, I'm connected with a twin flame. Okay, so Aniti and Haga, which one has good intentions? Okay, so you're asking me which one has better intentions. This is interesting because they both have an interesting point of view. So let me double check which one I'm supposed to be. So this is a Niti and this is a Hangia. Don't, if I mispronounce names, I am so sorry. So Aniti seems to be more scared of entering a partnership with you, but there is a very, very deep bond, a very big, deep bond with this person. The other one, Hangia, is a little bit more weak to you, and they would support you no matter what. So therefore, you tend to be the dominant in that relationship. So you would be the dominant person, and they would want you to experiment, start your own business. They would be behind you, supporting you no matter what. But this person would be more weak. You would become the dominant one. This one, on the other hand, would probably be the more dominant one and Niti, and therefore you would have a stronger connection, stronger love, stronger bond, but you might not get all the opportunities with this person. I am going good, SSK. SK ZK says advice to dramatically improve my life, something I could practically change even if it's simple but important. That's interesting. Okay, so you're getting out of your self-reflection headspace. Ace of Wands means that you're actually getting closer to what something that you want that's achievable for you. So I think just keep on going, keep on persisting. The Empress in upright means that your creativity, like your manifestation, creativity wise, is open. And the cards say nothing's set in stone for you. and look at a bigger picture. So this I would definitely say the advice is for here is to experiment more with your creative side, kind of bring that in the picture. Keep on persevering. Realize that nothing is ever set completely, and look at a bigger picture. So those are the advices for you today. So it's more creativity manifestation. So the Empress is more like hands-on creating pottery, you know, like more creative spheres of things, like imagining and dreaming something and creating something physical more than anything, like just like manifesting and closing your eyes. But the Ace of Wands is just keep on persevering with whatever you're working on. Swagita says, hello, a general reading. So Swagita, you're actually kind of stuck in a physical space. So this might be just like time to kind of realize that you're just stuck. Don't worry, don't panic. Don't struggle with this. This might be just time to go, okay, well, stuck physically doesn't mean that you're stuck anywhere else. This is because a new start is coming. So don't worry about being stuck, because sometimes that needs to be a case. There is a start of abundance and prosperity for you. Like, and this is probably why the new start is coming in for you. And this is mostly what I read, like abundance and prosperity in your home, but this could be just abundance and prosperity in general. Okay, so Eamon says, did they accept me at the job permanently? This is interesting, Eamon, because there's two women here. I don't know why you got these. Let me double check. I wouldn't say that they've accepted you permanently yet. There seems to be a couple of people that you might need to impress more, to get yourself this kind of permanent position. It seems, look at the bigger picture. There's two women here though. So this means that that might be up to them whether this is HR or your boss, you know. So this is probably why the permanent position. So impress them and you get more permanent thing. Hello Karen, how are you? I missed you so much. How are you today? I'm going good. Divine says, hi, current feelings of Owen for me. Does he love me? There is some kind of disagreement or kind of frustrations. But the strength card in reverse means this person's kind of weak towards you. So that means that they kind of have that soft spot for you. Though saying that, the cards say you deserve love, you are lovable. So to make sure that you know that sometimes this person has to be more responsible for their own feelings. Thank you for the like, Samir. He feels what he lacks in life now. His ex in another relationship. He feels like the lack of choices and the lack of being able to get all the things that he wants. So it's like a lack of being able to be free, I guess. That's what I would say. Like, we always want what we don't have. Like, when we're in a partnership, we want us to be free. When we're not in a partnership, we want to be with someone. You know, it's very confusing, but you know. Hello, Kushi. Sorry, guys, if you don't get answered, please put down your question. I'll try to answer as soon as possible. Tita says, will O call me this week? I don't feel like O will call you this week. It seems like they really have got time slipping past them very quickly. So it's not like they haven't planned to, but they haven't allocated any time towards calling you. Sorry. Panda says, hello, will my ex FA regret leaving me for their current partner? A little, because life was a little bit easier with you. There wasn't as many fights and arguments, but they still have quite a strong bond. So I think this relationship will go on. But yeah, there's like life was simpler with you, Panda. Okay, so SSK says, why do my relatives always try to put me down career-wise and behavior-wise? I never do or say anything bad to them, rather I remain silent. I see. Um, this is the interesting thing, SSK, so I'm going to put it from their point of view. You do not need to defend yourself, so don't worry. Like, I'm not going to be attacking you today, so don't worry about my opinion. But the temperance card in reverse means chaos, so they're looking at your life thinking that you're quite chaotic, that you haven't got anything planned out, you're not really like on top of things. And the full card in reverse means that they feel like you're going through life not worried about things, there's nothing in your brain, you don't really think about anything. um the fool is someone that's admirable. I would say is that they just go with the flow, you know, and they just keep on going and they don't care about a lot of things. But people then take that to mean that they can be mean to that person because they don't tend to stand up for themselves. They tend to just go with that kind of flow and they don't worry about life in general. So that's what I would say, SSK, why they do that to you. And just realize it's a matter of opinion. You know, you don't have to be around these people and you don't have to conform to their views. How are you? I'm going good, Jacqueline. What age does my father lose his parents and how did that affect him? Okay, so I feel like this was kind of younger. Um, like Jacqueline, he still got cared for. I don't know whether this was grandparents or something, but I would say that he lost them about um like I'm feeling like 11, 12, kind of like that early teenage. What that kind of affected him like is he doesn't see a bigger picture. He becomes very retentive, you know, like that bit where he tends to pick up on little small things and this like probably annoys everybody around him, but he just like keeps doing that like little tiny things. So I hope that helped you. Thank you, Andy. Um, okay, Kushi says, what can I expect from September? So King of Cups, firstly off, Knight of Wands, and okay. So honestly, stop chasing things so crazy. Like, one thing that I was watching was like, because I was on Facebook and some this, you know, like they keep showing TikTok videos of all things, but they were showing like this person chasing after like this money. You're very welcome, Jacqueline. Chasing after like this money and and they're just running after it. No, it's like, oh. But this feels like this. Like, Nine of Wands in reverse is like you're chasing things and they're running away from you. You just need to let them, like, stop rolling and then pick them up instead of chasing them around the place. Just keep letting them, like, you know. The other thing is that there's a lot of little things coming in that will kind of sate your appetite, but there's nothing really big. Also, the other thing is you'll be emotionally grounded in September, so there seems to be really good things for you. Stop chasing things though. Allow them to, like, steady themselves and then pick them up. Okay, so Old Soul says, does he stalk me on social media? He does tend to sometimes look at your stuff. And I think that's because, like, sometimes he wants to manifest you back. He probably doesn't know that he's manifesting you back, but he does want that back, even though he doesn't. You know, that weird thing, like, he still wants you to come back to him or his life. So Mahini says, Scorpio's current intentions towards me. SSK, I already answered that. That was a while ago. Okay. Um, so who was on Mahini. So Mahini, so your current attentions of your Scorpio, there's a lot of flirting. Your Scorpio tends to want to flirt with you. There's also imagination. So this person's imagining all the nice things that they could do with you. This might be a little bit more like 18 plus, depending on how close you've got. But you know, Scorpios and their sex drives, you know. I think most people their sex drives. I'm sorry, I'm sometimes a dirty Taurus, you know. Sarah says, ma'am, how does my ex feel about the choices he made in life? He's still not really working very hard. Thank you, Karen, for looking after everybody. He's still not working hard in life and he's still not achieving his stuff because he doesn't understand. He feels entitled to his life, or titled to things. So it says your hard work is paying off, but I feel like this is for you. This is not for this person. This person might look at you or other people and go, "You're so lucky. How did you get that?" And you're like, "I just worked hard for it," you know? So, Masha says, who will be my future husband, A or E? Oh my god. Both of them are not in a great place right now, so we'll see. We'll see. So it seems like with this, you're very welcome, SSK. So with E, you'll probably end in heartbreak. This person tends to rush around quite quickly, and they tend to really not have a lot of understanding of emotions. They tend to not understand a lot about other people. Um, the A has a little bit of insecurities about themselves. They don't feel like they're worthy a lot about people's times and intentions. So they tend to let kind of things pass them by. And I think it'll take them a burnout to realize who they really are. And I think A might be your future husband from this, because they will start stepping into their own power and they'll realize how worthy they are. And I definitely feel after that they would definitely display the qualities of being a good husband. Okay, so Dewey says when boyfriend A Scorpio would come and ask me for exclusive, serious relationship and marry. Look, you'll be waiting around until like the world freezes over if you don't take control of this. So you shouldn't wait until this person asks you because it's going to be yeah, a long time. Um Somehow there's a little bit of deception here. They might not be ready to get married, and that's why they're having a hard time trying to accept things, and you need to control this situation. Um, but the other thing that I would definitely say is that the cards are saying that this is a possible soulmate connection for you. So I definitely feel like you need to take the move if you really want this person, Dewey. Aldonia says, "Will E contact me soon? Please." I think you need to get rid of any fear about them not contacting you and realize only good surprises around the corner. So stop worrying, I guess that's what I would say, and just keep on going. Because only good surprises wait around the corner. S 1367 says, "Hello dear, what is the positive change in my ex's character? He was immature and stubborn." I don't think there's many like positive changes. I think he's kind of woken up that he's quite a cold person, and he doesn't seem to work as hard as he's needed. So I think that he started to realize these things. There's no kind of positive change, but awareness of your limiting beliefs and like how you go through life definitely changes your character. The other thing I would definitely say is we bring out certain attributes and certain qualities in a person based on our previous dating experience and stuff like that. So sometimes it's the person we're in with as well. But yeah, you know. Hello, Yukiti. Thank you for being a new subscriber. Much love. Thank you guys for waiting on for your readings. I am very happy about that. If you feel like I have missed you quite a lot, don't worry, don't panic. Go and get a cup of tea and come back. Because it always has that quiet time and you can get your answers read quite quickly then. Um, Question 1 says, "Baby, S's current feelings for me, and why am I having psychic attacks, please?" So S's current feelings for you is very strong because this person has an understanding of that they care enough about you not to care what other people think of you. Now, this is a weird thing because this is kind of like a little bit of self-denial, but it's a very strong feeling. And so therefore they don't care. They'd rather make sure you're okay than what other people think about you. Justice in reverse is like your psychic attacks come from you. The justice in reverse, I always feel like, is your brain kind of repeating things like the negative self-talk or the negative kind of feelings are coming emanating from you. So it might be time to figure out what you're eating, how you're sleeping. A lot of things can curb a lot of the feelings that you're getting, but definitely look after yourself, okay? Tinu says, "Question 1, how does Nitesh feel for me? Is Nitesh in love with me?" Okay, so is Natesh in love with you? So, how does Natesh feel for you? Well, honestly, this person's got imagination around you, so this is a good kind of sign that this person's thought about a future with you, or imagining like what it would be like to be with you. The Fool in reverse is Nitesh in love with you. Um, this is hard because this person is kind of a little bit of a weird space and temperance in reverse. So I can't say that they're fully in love with you because they've got a lot of things undercurrent right now that they might not be thinking completely like in love, because they need to kind of work on being a steady person before they kind of get into that space of being emotionally available for love. A lot of it's weird in a case. It's a weird place to be, because I wouldn't say that this person loves you emotionally yet. But with imagination, they imagine a lot of things, you know. Thank you, Mary, for the like. Okay, so Cynthia says, does Shermarat hack my phone? No, I don't think so from this. Might have taken your phone, but I don't think he hacked it. As the scientist's first question, any message on the visualization techniques I do, its effects on being progress I made, so on. This is interesting. With your visualization techniques, are you thinking about like someone particular? You're very welcome, Cynthia. Are you thinking about some particular deity or something? Because like I would definitely feel like if you're focusing on some some particular like higher life form, let's say deity, it's very much interested in you. So yeah, Queen of Wands in reverse. This person's interested in you, even though you're technically still blocking your visualization. There's kind of a bit where you don't tend to step in the motion, and so therefore you're not um dealing with that very well, like the emotional part of it. So even though this deity probably would help you, I don't think that you've got the emotions with that visualization yet. I hope that helps you, scientists. Okay, so Mary says a pendulum question: how many months will my ex contact me? So how many months until Mary's um ex contacts her? Is this actually for this? Okay, so I think like the pendulum is confused. There's like some kind of conversation going on with your ex. Like they haven't left. So it might be through like social media or something. Do you want them to like call you? Is that what you mean? How long until Mary's ex calls her? It's a like 4 to 5 months from now, Mary. That's the case. So they're in contact with you. Maybe it's like social media, so you might not know that you're in contact. But Janet says a love in September. Okay, but Janet, it seems like you're scared of like going out or meeting people in September, and there's kind of a feel of physical stuckness. The Romantic Angels Tarot says, go ahead, express your love. Go ahead and make a romantic gesture. And don't worry if you feel like this person's all too similar. Past life relationships, you've known each other before. So it seems like you might have to go through quite a lot of September just dealing with your own emotions or processing your own emotions, and then at the end of September you will have that kind of like feeling of like, hey, I really like this person and you should go for it because this person will feel so similar. You're not going to want to pass this down. You're going to be like, oh my god, this person feels like I've known them my whole entire life. Or you know that bit where you're like, wait, can I have your number? Katika says ex Antok Pisces best friends still have connection, love, reconcile, marry, and good connection. I feel like you still have to kind of, this person needs to keep connection. So it seems to be just like watering and sowing seeds to reap this later. So it seems like this is just like keep on working, keep on watering this connection, and it will come to be. But don't get too bogged down on just that. Keep yourself distracted as well. Bojana says, I hoped. Bhavya, sometimes I can't see you. Please put down your question again. Tantan says, is my person is spiritually transforming as a good person, or will he remain the same? He's detached from me currently. I feel like this person will remain the same because they tend to go through life not accepting what other people give them. So they don't accept good things coming in their life. The other thing that I would definitely say is they don't feel sated, or they don't feel full, or they don't feel happy. And so therefore they want the next thing, but they never feel satisfied. You know, that bit where they eat the kind of good meal and then they still don't want it, you know? Um, so they're kind of they're never going to change unless they really know something. Bavaria says, when will Kati message me? What is he thinking about me? There's kind of like this bit where there was a tower moment for you guys, and you're going to have to build this relationship up again. This is time to lay some solid foundations down, but don't chase too quickly. You know, like don't tend to be the one that's like chasing this person quite fast. You know, let this person come to you. Let your friends help you. Ask and accept support from others. So I just think that the tower moment means that you can rebuild this kind of relationship and just allow the person to come towards you. Baby says, strong feelings of S in a sense, loves me but in hiding. This person does love you because that caring and protecting, but they don't know how to express it. So Page of Pentacles upright, I always feel like they don't know what to do. They don't know how to respond to that. You're very welcome, Bavia. Find from you says Ammon Aries current feelings of Ayub Virgo towards me. There's kind of a little bit of heartbreak. Let's ask why there's heartbreak. This person might just yeah, they feel heartbroken that they don't feel like you're kind of being there for them. There's kind of like this connection is lost kind of bit where they're kind of feeling in flow with you. But they also realize that there's a lot of options there. They can try and take on that as well. So that's a good thing because that means that they are starting to resolve some of the things as well. Rapali says no. What? Why do you say no, Rapali? Goddess says, what kind of woman? Aram says anything about her as a person. Her heart is full a lot. So definitely feel, Goddess, that her heart is full. But she tends to be a flirty, kind of playful personality. So I definitely feel that she just kind of has like a lot of love and she wants to give a lot of love to other people as well. Very welcome. PJ says, when will AQ do leave be Dio's alive? When will Kudu live Bidu's life? I feel like very soon because you have 4 cups in a reverse. So this person feels like this is wise and they're going to choose several options in the future. But that's what I would definitely say to you. Hanan says, please, what is coming towards me concerning work? I'm Hanan Leo. I'm next door to a Leo. She's a very nice lady, but she is right next door. She's very, very nice. So what is concerning work? Well, you're definitely working very hard and you're putting your effort into it and you're doing very good. I would feel like this is a very Leo card for you. The other thing is to maintain your level of emotions because at the moment your negative emotions that are at work are going to go out and get mirrored off colleagues or your boss, you know. Like sometimes it's hard to keep all of those emotions at bay, but do realize that you could mirror and flex those. So this is yours, Hanan, and then to accept any financial offers that come to you through work. So this might be like a pay rise if you work a little bit more like different or take a different department, you get more money. So just keep your eyes out for emotion like that kind of step up as well. So info entertainment says first question, what's coming towards me in September? Queen of Cups, Justice in reverse. So you might be like kind of feeling slightly down right now. And that's okay to feel, but don't always take that out on yourself, okay? The 9 of Cups in upright means that there's happiness coming towards you in a form of relationship. If you're not in one, this could be actually you getting in a relationship. Queen of Cups, if you are male, this can be the person, your partner, you're attracting in. This is a feminine aspect, so this is usually female, but do realize that obviously like if you're attracted to, you know, the same gender, you know, it's okay, you know. I'm just saying a feminine quality. Queen of Cups upright is a very caring, loving individual. She tends to be more the aspect of caring, mothering, you know, like that very mothering personality, very caring personality. So that's what's coming in for you for this month. Hannah, I already did your message. You just need to go back about 20 minutes. I'm a woman. So that's you, info. You've got a really lovely personality. So, Mary Dole says, I am Miriam. What will happen with me and my husband amid a divorce or reunion when I feel like there is going to be a divorce. Sorry, Mary Doll, because this, the heartbreak card. But I think you're going to stay, but he is going to move on. So, yeah. Sonny says, does my ex still have feelings for me? Yes, I definitely feel like yes. Yes, your ex still has feelings for me. For you, sorry, Sonny. No, he doesn't have feelings for me. He has feelings for you. Hanan, I already answered yours. PJ says, will B get his karma back for... Yeah, no, he doesn't even know me. PJ says, will B get his karma back for all the wrong he did to me? I don't feel so. I feel like this person doesn't... They get their way too easily in life. But there's nothing set in stone, says the Moonology. And look at the bigger picture. This is your card for this. So it might be like one of those things, is this really going to matter? But the nothing set in stone means that there could be that possible karma later on. Arena says, what is the kind of person that Dixon is? Will I marry him in the future? Well, I definitely feel like you're very focused on this person. They are going to be kind of like weaker than you. I definitely feel like they're going to have the choice of accepting your offer of being married to you. Let's pull a romantic thing. You deserve love. You are lovable. So I do think that you will have the possibility of getting married to this person. Whether or not they take it is another thing. I would also say that it's possibly unhealthy for you to be focusing on this person that much, because you're losing a lot of your connections with your friends and family, which make you you, okay? So that's the only thing that I would definitely say from this, but there is a possibility of you getting married to this person. Not Angeli says, hi, Ram is my soulmate. Marriage possible with him. Is he the one? I think Ram needs a break. So he's kind of going to have a little bit of a downtime. But I think that he's quite stubborn, so he tends to be one of those persons that goes against the grain of what other people think. Um, release your ex. I think this might be you. The time is come to clear your energy. So it might be for both of you, it might be just for one. And you're calling in your soulmate. Your present affirmations and visualizations help you bring you closer together. So I think it's the amount of time, but it's hard because there seems to be so much around you. There seems to be so much around you that I wouldn't say that there's only one person that you possibly could get married to. Because there seems to be a lot of people that love you or like you. Thank you, Sumi. Zainab says, ma'am, my question is Muhammad Ali's current attention towards me. Well, this person's very, like, focused on you. That's one thing that I would definitely say, very focused on you and knows exactly who you are, which is amazing because they love all your qualities, which is interesting. So this person's very smitten on you. I know that's an old-fashioned word, but I'm definitely going to use smitten. It's safe for you to love, open your heart, and give and receive the highest energy of all, and you deserve love. You are lovable. Arena says what kind of person he is. You didn't answer that. What do you mean, like personality or character? Probably both. I definitely feel a very disorganized, probably a little bit eccentric character. Um, doesn't always have a very coordinated dress sense. Has an instrument. Probably in a corner of his house that he has not played, or is wanting to play but never got around to it. Short hair, but you know that bit where like he cuts his own hair, so it's got a little bit of a like a fringe, but kind of short fringe. Very spontaneous. That's what I'm getting from this. A very spontaneous character. Thank you, Jasmine. Samniha says, question, can you see any future with Zaman Scorpio, like marriage? The heart is full right now. So that's one thing that I would definitely say. But stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. There seems to be a new love coming in for you as well. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So this seems to be like if this person doesn't commit with you, there is another person on the sidelines ready to take their place. So if they wait too long to marry you, they will definitely have competition. Sumi says, how will my ex feel when we talk to? Happy, stressed, guilty? I feel like this person will be happy that you talk to them again, but they might be also feeling like if they talk to you again, they will fall into being in a relationship. So they might rush that feeling like, hey, I can get back in a relationship with this person. So make sure, if this is not what you want to get back in a relationship with this person, tell them no, okay? Sebahar says, please take my question. Question 1, what is NA's karma for hurting me? Well, there's a lot of chaos here. The other thing that I would definitely say is that Sebahar, they will get a harder or harsher person that they will be with, you know, next time, that they're going to have this kind of meaner partner than what you were. So I definitely feel like more chaos element and a harsher person. Jasmine says, what is this connection between Aika and I? Truly headed. He's a Gemini, I'm a Libra. Thank you. It's been a long time. Happy to catch you live again. Live today. Thank you, Jasmine. So there seems to be heartbreak, but this is weird because we've got the lovers in reverse, which is a deep connection there. This person might not be able to respond to all your feelings. Like, they might not be able to respond to your emotions readily, Jasmine. That might make you feel heartbroken that they can't get on that emotional level. But they still love you and they still really have that deep bond with you. There is also chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here for you both. So, okay. So, Cora Aqua Queen says, question 1, will me and Jerry get married? A funny story, my boyfriend, my partner, actually, always calls Jerry, like, mice Jerry, because of Tom and Jerry, and that's what I was laughing about. I went on holiday to Australia, and I ring him up on video call, and he's like, oh my god, there's a mouse in the house. So he goes and he buys a humane trap on Amazon, and he swears, he's adamant it's a rat, and I was like, okay, and then he didn't catch the rat. And then he put some tea bags in there and caught it, and he's like, look at the rat. It's not. It's a little tiny field mouse. He's so scared of this little tiny mouse. And so therefore he lets it go outside, like right outside their door. Right outside our door. And the mouse comes back, right? So he traps it again, and by this time I'm actually home, you know. So I take the mouse and I take it up the field and I'll let it go. Obviously it's out in the wild now, and every time we walk up the lane, like the other day, he sees like this kite. So if you're not in England, you probably don't know what a kite is, but it's a small hawk. And he's like, oh my god, did you like not like where did you let out Jerry? And I said, yeah, up here. And he's like, oh my god, Jerry, run, Jerry. So there you go. So will you get married to Jerry? Okay. So not the mouse Jerry, obviously. So it doesn't seem like Jerry's working very hard on getting married. doesn't seem that much hard work. This is actually causing a little bit of friction. You might get a gauge, but it seems like he's not really pushing towards like getting married, and he might not ever want to get married. The Romance Angel Tarot says keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual types and expectations. Hassan, Hanan, it seemed like I already answered your question, your first one. So there you go. So Seam says next week's reading for me. I hope you like the Jerry story. It seems like you get a very strong connection with someone else. This might be someone that you work with, but there is a strong connection with you. You guys have quite a lot of background that's very similar, and you feel very close. The Fool in reverse means that that week you won't have to worry as much, Theme. The only thing that you need to worry about is other people's intentions, but that seems to be the case. So that's what I would say for you, Theme. Is anybody on first question? Pretty says, will Rajat marry me? There seems to be excitement and judgment in reverse, so there might be a little bit of social pressure that might come into play. But with the excitement and you deserve love, I would definitely say that this possibly is on your cards. It also says very soon, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. So I feel like you just need to keep on being positive. Empress says, what is about my personality, appearance or personality that attracts Javid, my ex, to me? You're just a very healing soul. Your presence tends to heal a lot of people. You don't realize how calming, how soothing you are, and a lot of times that's not just like to your exes, but to people around you. And you tend to distract people. You're very welcome, Kriti. You tend to distract people from their worries, so you tend to be very very nice about that. So you make people laugh and you make people smile. Shinan says, when will I get a job? Which field? That was yours, Empress. You asked about your ex. Um. Okay. Shinam, I'm on Shinam's question. I just had to make sure that I was getting in that kind of because I was getting a little bit distracted there. Shin, what field? It's interesting because I feel like you're working with technology. Um, and you shouldn't worry about when. You should be just worrying about what. So I feel like you're possibly remoting in and working for a tech thing instead of just getting by. I feel like it's very soon. I think it's like only a month to go, Shinam. Not just like, but you need to be working with tech. Um, if that makes sense to you. Okay, so Maragadina says, how is he feeling about me? He's definitely caring about you. There's also phrasing. So this person feels like if they don't put effort in, that you'll quickly disappear. You're a very intelligent and very smart person, and that's what he gets attracted to. So that's the case. Hello, Libra. Irma says, does E put a love spell or anything similar in the past? Why did I get drawn back to him so badly? It's probably not a love spell, more than like you don't want to progress in life alone. And you go back to the chaos that you know. So if life becomes too chaotic for you and you don't have someone else to kind of deal with that, you tend to like orientate yourself back to people that feel safe, you know. Kimberly, first question, how does Emmanuel feel about me? No communication. You're very welcome. I feel like this person's going to contact you soon. They haven't realized how much time has elapsed or time has passed without contacting you. Um they feel very close to you. It's almost like they want to be closer. They only have the firm respect for you. They might also see you as someone to care for that's kind of a younger um soul compared to them, because you do have both kitty cats on both of these, so. Somi, thank you for the like. Steam says, please can you give me a romance card for me? Thank you. Okay, so there seems to be unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. But then the other thing I would definitely say is love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. You're very welcome, Kimberly. Somie says, how does Jana see me as a girl? Definitely someone to care for, someone to look after. But you're also very distractible. So you tend to be one of those people that they tend to be around because you make them smile, and they forget about a lot of their worries when they're with you. Libra says, hi, gorgeous. Hi, Libra. Will Raymond and I go out soon? And how is he feeling about you currently? So it might not be like sometime soon, because it's getting colder. Maybe here in the UK, it's just like something about the cold that's keeping you guys not going out. The world and this means that he might be feeling a little bit down, and that's kind of affecting how he feels about you as well. So it's kind of like this ebb and flow state with emotions. So he might not have told you how he's feeling slightly like down. But the world, it seems like a positive kind of card where he does see you as part of his bigger world. But yeah, it seems like you might not go on a date very soon unless there's like something really um kind of more warming. Maybe it kind of makes him forget a lot about his stresses, but that's the case. Kinsey says, will me and Noah Stevens date? Yeah, sorry, Libra. It might just be one of those things that you have to suggest a date. So Noah Stevens date. Well, I think you just keep on growing and just keep on offering your heart, because it seems like it's one of those things that this person has to decide whether to date you, and just put in that work, because I think they will. It's just going to take a matter of time. So there you go, Kenzie. You're very welcome, Libra. Anita says, does my love Scorpio want to marry me? Does he juggle me with his twin flame ex Intana? So Anita says, my love Scorpio want to marry me. I feel like it's weird because this person doesn't want to marry you right now, but they're really not. They spend a lot of time, a lot of emotions on that ex, but it doesn't feel like they're also spending a lot of time with them. They're just spending a lot of emotions on them. The romantic angel tarot says, let your friends help you, ask and see, accept support from others. But yeah, I feel like this person's just more thinking about themselves than both you or their ex. That's what I would feel from these cards. So I don't think they'll wisen up to getting married to you, which is a shame, because I think I'm gonna miss out. Okay, so um Dreams Days says, do you see a happily married life for me in the future? I don't see, there is happiness here, but there's also a slight chaos element. So you might not be happy all the time. The Romance Angels Tarot says your love benefits as you forgive your parents. So there's healing family issues for you. And there's also chemistry. So there seems to be a strong magnetic attraction here. So I definitely feel like you get married, but you will have to deal with a lot of things like healing some issues and stuff like that. So there's kind of like that bit where you just have to let go of always having happiness in this connection. But I definitely feel like a very happy marriage is coming up. You just have to take some downs with the ups. Divine Soul says, does Owen see me as a person? Does he see my future with me? Okay. How does Owen see you as a person? It seems hard because at the moment he might feel like you're monopolizing his time or attention. This is creating like some friction or some issues in your environment. So there might be like that bit where this person does need their downtime or time away from you. The other thing I definitely feel like is that he's seeing a kind of like future. He's not, he should be focusing on the future, but he's not. He's focusing on the present. And he needs to really see that more. Um, this could be the one you already met the romantic partner you seek. So I feel like that's the case. So at the moment, just let him have some time for himself. McGall says, please just the romantic angles for the future relationship with JSAs. Should I put them as an angle? I'm kidding, McGall. I'm just being... Okay, so pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So there's a lot of things coming in for you, MGOL. But it seems like the question that you asked is not going to be correct. But yeah, there's kind of like pay attention to red flags. And then the new love coming in for you. And then reconciliation. So there you go. I am going well, Morgan. And you? Tian Cherie says, will I get a job? Okay, your heart is full. So at the moment, you might have problems with getting a job because there's no heart space for it. So you might need to do something that you love, or you need to clear your space, like your heart space, to allow that job in. There's something about your heart space as well, because the Moonology says confidence is your key to success, so that's important. The moon in reverse is that you don't care what other people think, so I think it's just a confidence thing. Doing okay, breathing so good. I'm glad you're not a zombie. Morgan says, I want to ask what's coming out for love with Matt and I. I'd be a little bit concerned if you were a zombie, because, yeah. We already had COVID, guys. So, the Romance Angels Tarot says, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. It seems like Matt's taking a break and really not kind of like wanting to collaborate or corroborate. That's because he's trying to earn some money or trying to work on the financials. Knight of Swords, he's kind of directing his energy where it needs to go. But do realize if you want him to be romantic right now, it might not be the case right now, you know. So, if you want those flowers, you might have to buy them yourself. But I feel like Matt's trying to focus on working for the future, and that's because he's focused on working with that because of you. So buy those flowers yourself if you want flowers. One of the cutest things I heard was someone saying that if their girlfriend wanted flowers, that she should put it in his calendar so it reminded him on the way home to buy flowers, and I thought that was the sweetest. Bianca says, what does JS feel over a separation? There is that manifestation, so I feel like he chose this because it's the wisest thing to do, Bianca. But I feel like he's still manifesting you back and still wants that offer of coming back into your life. So it's like that case. There is a religious factors. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Now, this might be that you both are in different parts of your spiritual growth journey, and that's what's kind of creating that friction. But I do feel like this person really wants to come back from this separation. Aries says, question 1, what is Leo thinking about me? Well, there's the imagination and the scaredness. Yeah, Leos on the outside seem to be very confident, and they seem to be very scared inside. They also want you to release your ex. Time to cut has come to clear your energy, so release your ex. But yeah, they're scared of falling into a relationship and then things will go wrong for them. Leos are scared of always getting hurt. A magician, alright, they are full of different ideas, so they're really wanting that connection with you. Nikita says, does your guest really love me and want to reconcile with you? It does feel like this person still has quite a lot of feelings for you. Even though they might be a little bit small, they still have quite a lot of feelings. There seems to be your love life is affected by children or it's childlike behavior. So that's the case. I feel like this person's not ready to come back to you, but they still have those feelings for you. They're small, but you know. The beautiful Aries goddess, will me and Daniel Pisces eventually be in a relationship? Okay, so it's hard from this. Okay. Because I feel like this person spends lots of emotional energy on a lot of people, and they don't care what other people think. The Romance Angels Oracle deck says very soon, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. So if you really want this person, you have to decide that that's what you want. But yeah, do realize that they tend to expend a lot of emotions on everybody. Okay. Mary says, my ex is in coma now. What does his heart say to me? Thanks. He still imagines a life that was with you, Mary. And he does sometimes want you back, but like he's just gotta deal with that, you know, Mary. Like we all have to learn from that. Okay, so Nikita says, what does OP hide from Nikita, hoping I won't get emotionally hurt? I think OP hides from Nikita a lot of like the hopes and dreams and desires. You're very welcome, Mary. The hopes and dreams and desires of himself, because he doesn't want anyone knowing what he really wants in life until he gets it. But at the end of the day, like he's just growing those slowly. And it's not anything to do with you. I think it's just in general, you know. Thank you, Karen. Um, so I think we're on question 2, which is great. Scientists, any message regarding the mental sphere I create and the erratic phase 1 current I run? So the first one, the mental sphere, it seems like you're around it a lot and you might be giving it too much attention, you know. So that's the first message I would definitely say about your sphere, your mental sphere. The Diuretic phase 1 current I run seems to be okay. It seems to be offering you something. So that's good. But yeah, your mental sphere, you're kind of, yeah, spending a lot, too much attention on it. Okay, so Renee says, will Lizzie tell me that they have romantic feelings for me if I continue to manifest it? Be worried about the fear of this not happening because that's holding Lizzie back. There is healing, so there's probably something to do with Lizzie needing to heal from family issues. And getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So I feel like this person has to heal, but after that, I don't think that it's going to be that hard for this person to come towards you. Quills and quotes, will you get married um this year? Was it, let me double check when you asked, will I get married within a year? Well, you do have to realize that we're at the end of the year, so within a year might be a little bit hard. I don't think within the year you will get married. So I don't think that that's anytime soon. I think that you're still in a stage of knowing yourself. So I don't think that that's the case. Jacqueline says, let me find Jacqueline's. What is my Aqua ex feeling towards me based on what he sees from me from online? Thanks. Is that you're scared that like there's not as many photos of you and other guys, so there seems to be like you're scared and you don't really want to get into a relationship, or you're not really showing enough photos of your current person online, but it seems like you're scared. Page of Swords, it seems like you're anxious or nervous about things, but there seems to be only good around the corner for you. So it seems like this person feels like your life is not going as good because they're gone. Now, you've got to realize that's from their perspective. Sometimes it's hard because I've got to translate to what I'm feeling for them, and you've got to realize that this could be just their ego talking, you know? Tika says, does my boyfriend, a Scorpio, love me and see me as a vibe? Should I keep the option open and chat with my ex Pisces? Okay, so interesting enough, you are getting the ire of your current boyfriend, Scorpio. Um, Scorpios can be incredibly judgmental. They tend to be very detail orientated. I'm not. I am a Taurus. I do not do detail. The other thing is if you're very much like you have to do this. I am so much like one of those people. If you tell me to do something, I would just do it 110%. So if you say close the door, I will close it until it falls off the hinges. I'm like that. So sometimes my partner, he's a Scorpio, he can be very annoying. So yeah, I feel like he's very detail orientated. He's not very friendly to other people. Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. So there seems to be that if you could deal with this Scorpio, you're fine. You'll get married to him. Your ex, on the other hand, is not a great kettle of fish. He doesn't know what he wants in life, and he tends to float through life willy-nilly, but you feel like you've known each other before. So it seems like you have that connection where you think, okay, well, I have that kind of history with this person. So yeah. So Yara says current feelings of PFO towards me. So current feelings and of PFO towards me, says Shinam. No, it's not Shinam. Sorry. Who was this? Yara. Sorry. Sorry, Yara. Was the current thoughts and feelings. There seems to be a lot of like this person's emotionally quite cold towards you at the moment. They're also trying to explore like bigger things. So the cards say get to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens, but do realize that at the moment they're slightly cold to you, and if they keep on doing it, they might freeze you out. So be a little bit careful about that. PJ says, will I get intimate with B? Is he passionate about you? I think you would have to plan to be intimate with B. He is very like, how would I explain it? Probably not the passionate, but you are a lovable person. So you don't come off being very sexually passionate kind of feeling. But you do have that kind of quality that makes you very endearing. There is also religious factors involved, apparently. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual past. So this person might be like slightly wanting to wait or something like that. Me says hi. Hi, me. I am me. Pleased to meet you, me. Sorry, bad dad joke. I'm going to meet my future husband on a dating website. Thank you. I think you might meet someone on a dating website, but you might actually lose contact with them and meet up with them later. So it seems like you meet this person, you have a great time, and then you kind of disconnect for a while, and then you come back together. Me, that's what I would feel from these cards. Yeah, so there is new love. A new love person has stirred your romantic feelings. There's like three here. So I would say there's three different people, and this might be the case, is not that you meet, but you meet 3. So there'll be like this person that you should pay attention to red flags. There's unrequited love and a new love. And the new love that's not unrequited and not red flags type is the winner. So seems like there might be 3 different people involved in that. You're very welcome. Cast of cards, will I reunite with my twin flame before the golden age year 2032? I think so from these cards. Yeah, I definitely feel like yes, Cass, from that. Soup says, question 1, was I the reason he quit? I think so, but it wasn't everything. Does that make sense? It wasn't all you. So therefore you will, there was more better things elsewhere, but he did quit because of some of that as well. Empire says, question 1, Pendulum, please tell me, is Daniel in love with me? I'm Aquarius. Is Daniel in love with you? It's very confused why Daniel... Does Daniel have romantic feelings? So Daniel has romantic feelings for you. Is he in emotional love with you though? Not yet. So there's romantic feelings but not complete love. So emotional love is what I would definitely say for most people is like the love thing, but he's got romantic feelings for you for sure. Sorry, guys. You're very welcome, Aries. So Shinon says, one question, when will my family condition stabilize? There seems to be that thing that when there's kind of a little bit more money coming in, but you do realize that they're always going to be not completely always stabilized. You can, Himashi, you just keep on posting until I get to you. Sorry, guys. So yeah, I don't feel like it's always going to be stabilizing, but I definitely feel like with that extra money coming in, it will be soon, probably before winter. But if it doesn't always stabilize before winter, but it will kind of quieten down over winter, I feel, for me. Super High says, what is coming towards me in love and when? Okay, so your heart is full right now, Super High, so you need to clear some heart space to let someone else in. There's too many people in your heart. The Hermit in reverse means you're actually scared of people right now. So that's not conducive for you to get out and meet someone. Forgiving and learning, as you release and heal from the past, you'll experience much more love in the present moment. There's also chemistry, so there seems to be that bit where you'll know exactly who to give your heart to next. There's strong magnetic attraction here. So I think just like clear that heart space and allow yourself to come out and not get so scared about meeting people and being around people. Tanya Shri says, "Ma'am, will I get a job in the next 6 months?" There is temperance in reverse, so your life is quite chaotic right now. But the magician upright means that you can actually imagine a lot about where you need to go. So I think what I would do for you is to keep on writing down jobs that you could apply for that you were thinking about, and reduce the amount of chaos in your life, whether it's making your bed every day or just organizing things to be less chaotic around you. But I definitely feel yes. Based on this card today, I would definitely say yes in the next 6 months. Probably less in the next 3 months. You will get a job. Hello, Brittany. Samia says, "Ma'am, has my ex been able to love someone else like me from the bottom of his heart? I'm Aries." Not yet. He is quite scared of dealing with other people. And he really hasn't taken that journey with someone else. So I would say no to that, Samia. You're very welcome, Tanushree. Keep making a bed. It's a good mental trick, but it helps very much. I love you too. Butterfly says, "Will AK confess his feelings and correct our present situation by himself next time he reaches out?" Thank you. This will be done slowly, with you and AK Butterfly. So just take your time. No, this is the wisest decision, just to take it slowly. There's apparently still religious factors involved. I don't know if you guys have the different religion or something like that. There's a slight separation for you guys, time apart from your partners on the horizon. You might be in a separation event already. Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. So those are your oracle for that as well. Anytime you can tell, it will happen eventually. It it's hard because like I would definitely say it's going to be like a long time. How long? How many months? Yeah, it's going for the same as what I was thinking, which is about 6 months. Sorry about that. Himashi says, "Current feelings of Naman for me." Thank you for being so polite, Himashi. Current feelings for Naman, they're not really working very hard on this relationship. They've also let go of control over this relationship. So that means that they're kind of letting you do all the work. You deserve love, you're lovable. And enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So it might be time to just take some time to get to know each other again. But Knight of Swords upright, this person seems to be in a feeling like you're never gonna leave. So do realize they're kind of expecting you to stay around. So if you're feeling like you're always getting kind of pushed on, you need to do that. Butterfly, I would definitely say with the pendulum and the cards, then yes, it will happen. Dana, sorry, Dana. I'm very sure it's Dana, but like, it's hard. I never know the right one with yeah. The Do the Cancer want to be in a romantic relationship with me? They do, but they're also really talking themselves out of it. There's a very negative self-talk with them. And they do deceive themselves quite willingly. So they do kind of have that self-mask with themselves, that they are trying to convince themselves that they don't want you. And it seems like for them, they feel like you don't want them enough that it would become unrequited love. So that's what it's going through their head. So you might have to realize that they're so kind of talking themselves out of this, that this might not happen even though they're very excited around you. So it's kind of a hard thing. You can't change people's minds. They have to do that by themselves. Aries says question 2, is Leo in a rebound relationship? This is interesting because I would say that this started as a rebound. I don't think that it is a rebound anymore, but you've got to realize that they're dating another fire sign, so that's going to be very interesting in general for them. So yeah, I would say that it started as a rebound. Star says, how does Sagittarius perceive me? Your Aquarius? Firstly, the Lovers in reverse is a very strong sign of love. Even though this person can't express their emotions quite readily, they are in love with you. You have to realize to pay attention to the red flags. They kind of might not be able to express their emotions very well, and they might need to go and talk to someone because this seems to be about healing family issues. So it might be time for them to go to some kind of therapy. I'm not going to tell people to go to therapy. I'm not really one of those people that feels like talking therapy is good for me. It seems to be great for a lot of people, so I'm not gonna be like, but when will I be able to shift to Karachi? We'll be finishing up here in about 20 minutes, guys. When will you be moving to Karachi? I feel like there's addiction for you wanting to move, but you always say you're going to move and you never do it. I think that you just need to get up and go. You're very welcome, Aries. Conclusions are within reach, so I think it's just like you talk it yourself out of it and you just don't do it. Kitty says, how will this court situation end, please? I think you're too focused on this, for sure. I don't feel like this court situation will be as bad as you think it is. Even the Moonology says that it's a good thing. Win-win outcome is forecast, so I think that the court situation won't be as bad as you expect it to be, Kitty. Some says, ma'am, please my question. What does he like to do, but he can't and gets stuck? I think there's a lot of things that he do that he got stuck on. His heart is full, firstly, so that's kind of creating this issue with dating. He wants like a particular person that could be you, but the Tower card, it fell down, so he has to do it again. Unfair judgment from other people. He just can't plan. So he's not a really big planner, and that kind of makes him fail a lot. There's also a lot of energy, so he does tend to feel like there's a lot of unfair things that create issues for him in general. Baby says, why is S taking time to open up love for me? Oh, I see. Well, it's hard for him. There's a lot of things that are letting him down right now. Um, why is S taking time? There's addiction for him to spend a lot of time opening up to people and people not responding back for you, baby. So this is S. There's also a lot of like um attention seeking in his partners. So there's kind of like that bit where he responds and then nothing comes back. So he wants someone to respond as much as he is. Brittany, just place your question. And no, I don't think you were, actually. Question 2. Will Biswet's family agree for his marriage with his Bengali girlfriend? I think his family is going to be scared of this not working out, but they still accept this a marriage. Pooja. I'm Bengali? Oh. I never know where everyone's from. It's always interesting. Soup says, would it have worked between us or was there too many differences? I think that you would have made a good family, but there's also that you guys didn't know how to. It was like you guys needed to learn how to mature and how to develop. There is kind of that death card that you're both holding on to this relationship. And you both haven't let go of the cycle to move on, which is kind of a shame. But yeah, like if you had met at a more mature point of your life, it would have been a lot different. But yeah, like life is life. Um, the romance angel card for you, Soup, is love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Question 1 says Brittany, it's my ex Libra is truly in love with his new girl and over me. He's not completely over you, but he is definitely in love with his new girl. Um, Yeah, there's kind of like that bit that the moodiness is still there with him. But yeah, I don't think he's completely over you, but he is in love with his new girl. Oh, there's everybody from every place. um. Okay, so Eman says, Cassandra, please, a reading about myself because I feel sad. You shouldn't feel sad. You shouldn't feel like the sky is falling down on your head, Eman. You realize that this is just an illusion. The sky is not falling down on your head. It's all good. There is a lot of people that love and look after you and want to care and protect you, Iman. The answers you need are coming. And the other Moonology card for you today is it's a time for healing. So there you go, Iman. Question 1, what do my mentors think of me? Okay, so King of Cups, firstly. Nine of Pentacles. Maybe you don't work hard enough. Maybe that's the case. You also have a full heart, so you tend to maybe take on too much and then burn yourself out. That's maybe the thing. It's not that you don't work hard enough, you just take on too much and then burn yourself out. They want you to pace a lot more and kind of delegate and look after yourself a lot more when it comes to being more the interesting thing is like this King of Cups is coming up for you, but I always think that you must be this one. Is that you should put some more emotions involved and not always feel like no one else is going to help you with things, okay? That would be my advice and what your mentors think about you as well. There you go, Empress. Farah says, how will September go for me? Oop, oop. My angels fell down. My angels got bossed off the table. So how is Farah's September gonna go? Okay, so you need to plan out your September. You need to write down what you want your September to have. Take some downtime. Don't chase as much. So do kind of take time to take breaks. Don't get too focused always. The High Priestess means that you should take time to realize that you're manifesting in for September. So do take track of your thoughts and feelings in September and figure out how you're speaking to yourself and how to change that to bring in the current feelings of abundance. But yeah, definitely plan out your September. No worries, Farah. I'm glad that you enjoy it. If no one's subscribed yet, and in chat, will you do that for me, please? We aren't that far away from the channel being monetized, which helps a lot. You don't realize how much that is. Soup, thank you so much, Cass. The relationship feels karmic or something, and I just can't get over it. I guess he feels the same. I feel so. Hello, Jude. Okay, so we've got about 10 minutes, and then I am going to finish up today. Being a part-time student at the community college benefits me to transfer the to your university this winter. Says my friend. So that is the beautiful Aries goddess. So will transferring to university be better? I think so. I think so because the sun is her happiness. You are focused more on money than love, but I feel like that's a good thing. And the Ace of Pentacles to accept that financial offer. So I feel like yes to that. Hello, all about Maine. Cassandra, how are you? Love, I missed you. I hope everything was well with you. I just got really burnt out. I'm sorry, guys. I just got so burnt out, and then my whole kind of like routine fell out. And I don't know if anybody else is like this, but if my routine goes off, then it's very hard for me to concentrate on anything. And then I feel guilty that I haven't done something, which means that I procrastinate. It's a whole thing for me. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but I'm definitely like that. Jeet says, what is the prospects of my job this year? I am jobless. Firstly, you need to know that you can control this situation. Stop putting so much fear. There's a lot of fear attached to this, and the fear is driving your job away. The Lovers in reverse means that you will get a job, Jade, quite soon. You just have to figure out a job that's compatible with you, or you've got to kind of get something that is very, very close to you. Thank you, Enchantress. I definitely appreciate that. All About Maine says, what does Taurus feel about me next action? There's another thing that I would like to talk to you guys about. I do have an Etsy store that I'm trying to set up. At the moment, with my Etsy store, you can go to Etsy and look up Mystic Cassandra Tarot. There is £1 readings there. They're there so I can get some reviews for Etsy. If you do want that, that is a good bargain. The only thing that I ask is after a certain amount of time, which is about a couple of weeks, can you leave a review from that £1 reading? But if you really want that, that's great. Thank you. Okay, so we are all about Maine. What does Taurus feel about me next? Actions. There's a lot of things here that is very positive. They know that you are offering their heart, and they seem to be accepting that. The Wheel of Fortune means that they're in a planning stage, which is not like entirely wrong for Taurus to be slow movers. And the Star is that they're growing something with you. So it seems like they're just taking their time, which is normal for a Taurus. So don't get too upset with them. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. The best way to attract a Taurus is through sexy things and food. So right. So and Omar's thoughts towards you, says Fatin. So Omar's thoughts towards you. There seems to be not a lot about, like, Omar feels like you want his attention quite a lot, but he's really not thinking much about, he's not interested at the moment, I would feel, Fatin. The Romance Angels Tarot says, free yourself, it's time to take back control of your life. So it might be that Omar's just in a space that he's not really interested in right now. Hello! Would I be able to skip the line if I donate? Yes, you would, Angelic Nymph. But I do tend to be quickly on the first questions. So there's no kind of real big questions in general. But any donations help. Medea says current feelings and next actions of him for me. There seems to be like a bit where this person felt like very outcast, like you were talking to other people. This person felt very upset. Sorry, I needed some water. My vocal cords were cracking. Kraken! Yes, that's a type of squid. And the star means that they're growing something with you, but do realize that they need to forgive and learn. As you release and heal from the past, you experience more love in their present moment. So that's probably why they're feeling like that in general. His next action, I would feel like it's just like him growing things with you. So slowly planting and growing things. So you with the planting and growing means that he's planning things with you and he's going to keep on working on that. So I do not have Cash App. I have PayPal, Angelic. Unfortunately I don't have Cash App. Just ask your question and I'll answer it for you. You don't have to donate tonight, but I do have PayPal. Pendulum says Star, does a Sagittarius D still love his ex, Jessica? Does he love his ex, Jessica? It's very confused. No, it's decided no for that. There you go, Star. It's very much swinging no. Butterfly says, can I know what he likes about me? Is he frustrated and somewhere thinks that it's our fault? My fault about our time apart. He's the one that hurt me though. Okay. He's just a very emotional person. That's what I would say. What he likes about you is you're always like scared of offending people, or that you're just slightly afraid of things in the past and you've held on to them way too much. Somewhere thinks that it's his time apart. I think that he's chosen this time apart so he gets everything instead of just like feeling like that. And the other thing that I would definitely say is that he did think it was your fault in the past, but he doesn't feel like that now. If that helps you, Butterfly. Lisa says, can you please tell me if Jay wants reconcile? No, I don't think Jay wants to reconcile, unfortunately, because he's not wanting any distractions right now and he's thinking about what other people will say about him. So it seems like he's really focusing on his career more than his love, so his love life. An angelic nymph says, why does an angel approach me at work? If you're taking 2 questions, why does he hang around and work? He doesn't approach at work because he knows that he wants to be in control at work. And he doesn't want to be seen as not having control at work. Why does he hang around those girls? It seems like he's taking advice from them. And it seems to be more about it's weird because it's like juggling love and money. So he kind of asks them about love questions, like that bit, oh, well, how do you deal with this? So that's the case. Yes, so he thinks it's his fault with this present situation. I think he's blamed it in the past, Butterfly, but he's not actually blaming you now. He's more focusing on him right now, so it's kind of like that. Thank you. You're very welcome, Angelic Nymph. If you do want to give a donation, it's okay. There's the PayPal link in the bottom. You do not have to do that at all. Gayatri says, hi, a career in law is perfect for you. I think that it's going to be a little bit tough, Gayatri, because there is a lot of pressure. But I think that you will be very, very good at it. Because the full in reverse, full upright means that you'll just go through it like flying colors. It's time to give rather than take, so you might have to work on prosecution rather than defense. Oh, well, maybe more defense than prosecution. Conclusions are within reach, but I definitely feel like you would be able to get through quite quickly with this Gayatri. Margot says, hide these current thoughts and feelings for me. It seems like there's a little bit of self-deception, and this kind of person chasing money, not love, which they should. This is a romance of a lifetime, says true love. So this person might have to deal with a lot of things before they realize that, but at the moment, they're probably not in the best place for a relationship. Okay, I think I'm going to finish up, mostly because I'm starting to lose my um space, my kind of reading. But I love you guys. I hopefully will see you later. I don't think he thinks about the fault right now at the moment, Butterfly. But I will try and see if I can come back later this week, okay? Um so I need to do Karen's cuz she waited. But thank you guys for being here. I'm just finishing up because Karen hasn't asked a question. She's very patient, very kind. And thank you guys for being here. So Karen says, what do you get around Nadu? We're finished for tonight. I should be back sometime this week. Definitely come back. So question 1, what do you get about JC's attentions Taurus for the relationship with me? Wonder about ex of his move back would cause blockage. I will wait till the end. Okay, so I don't see anybody here for him. It's just like he's in a space that he's really not worried about anything. So the full and the strength is like a kind of over existing bravado. I feel like everything's alright. Like, don't worry about everything. I've got it. Um, but there's kind of an interesting thing where I would say that he's not imagining um anything with you. And there's also that he has like ex-girlfriends in the past that are kind of causing trouble for him right now. So I would definitely say that. Weirdly enough, Karen, I feel like there's this kind of call for holidays still. Because you got honeymoon, the joy, the bliss of holiday time together. So it feels like you're called to a holiday, you know? I already said that, but I don't know why it's coming up again. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So do you realize this person might not want a romantic relationship right now because they have to deal with their exes? But I hope that helps you. Uh, Thank you guys for being here. I should be back sometime this week. I'm hoping. If not, I will be back on Monday and Tuesday. And I will see you soon. Lots of love to everybody. Bye bye.